Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another plan with me. For this week, I'm going to be using a Two Little Bees kit, and oh my goodness, this is honestly one of the most beautiful kits I have seen in my entire time of planning. So it's called October Skies. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice. The oranges, like the warm, I guess it's like like a soft orange colour with a soft blue and the most beautiful florals I have ever seen. I mean, the colour combination is just chef's kiss. The whole kit is stunning, and I really wanted to do it to the best I could. I really took the time to do it how I wanted. I sort of built up a few days worth before going in and actually doing any planning, rather than usually I plan sort of day by day as I go, but I really wanted to make sure everything was as well balanced as could be, and that I'd pulled in everything that I wanted to in the places that I wanted to. And it is, oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful spread. It's a beautiful kit. I love it. I left the date covers undecorated this week because the kit speaks for itself. I don't need to go overboard on decorations. I'm just obsessed. So cannot sing the praises of this kit enough. I actually messaged her and I said I think she's going to get a lot of people planning with this spread, and she said she was cutting some extras because it's been so popular, and I'm not surprised. It is stunning. And I said that in my sticker haul as well. So I cannot recommend this kit enough. It's gorgeous. So with me singing its praises out of the way, I thought this week I could, I recently put up a Ask Me Anything box. And the main responses that I got from that were, can you tell me how you got into planning? How did you become interested in planning? How did you start out? That sort of stuff. So I'm going to cover that today and kind of go from there, really. And then I can point out bits and pieces in the plan as I go, just because I don't know how long I'll be talking for, but just to kind of point out once again, my main sticker shops, the majority of the stickers in this spread are from Stationery, Crafts by Thaowie and Miss and Meow. I think actually all of my stickers this week are from those three shops. Yep, every single decorative sticker. I'm just looking at my planner now. Every single, icon, not decorative sticker, is from those shops, apart from one computer, which is from Harriet Wright Designs. So how did I get into planning? So I'll just start off with a little bit about me, to be honest. I am 27 years old, nearly 28. I am based in England, and that's about it for general facts. I work in property management. It's a horrible industry. If I could recommend anyone not do anything with their career, it would be moving into property management. It is a nightmare, and it is just every day you're dealing with really, really horrible people. So wouldn't recommend it to my worst enemy. But I did recently move position within my team, and I'm much happier being in that position. So that's what I do day in, day out. But in terms of planning, I started planning a few years back. I think it was in 2016. So I'd just come out of university. I had just finished my degree and was going into a full-time position where I was working with children one-to-one, very different to what I do now. There's a whole story behind that I'm sure I can share another day. But that's what I did when I first came out of uni. And I sort of wanted somewhere to keep my schedule with them nice and neat and tidy. I didn't know that planner stickers and decorative planning existed at the time. But I think I must have just been looking at diary videos or planner videos on YouTube just to see how people kind of kept them organised, because I didn't need anything heavy duty. I just needed something simple, sort of looking at how people colour code and how people plan their day and write out their tasks and agendas and things. So I sort of went down that route and came across people like Plans with Keita, At Home with Keita, sorry, I said that completely incorrectly, Shea Budgets, Those were kind of the OG people that I came across. I want to say there was a channel that used to be called My Favourite Sister, something along this. No, My Favourite Daughter Emily. That was it. Sorry, I'm terrible at remembering. This was like 5 years ago now, so apologies. I don't know if I know Shea Budget is still a channel, but I don't know about many of the others that I used to watch. So they kind of do very basic, neat organising and planning. It's not really massively decorative. So they were kind of the sort of videos and channels that I started out with, and that's where I came across Erin Condren. And I made my purchase because, of course, having watched the videos, I fell in love with that planner. Who wouldn't? And it was huge at the time. I'm pretty sure she still is pretty big. I have made the personal decision not to support her anymore after the terrible decisions that were made around the Black Lives Matter fake protest or whatever it was that happened at that time. So I personally made a decision not to support them anymore. But at the time, that's what I purchased, and I used it very, very basically just to mark my plans. And I sort of used heart stickers to make checklists and things. It was a very simple planner, and it certainly wasn't decorative at all. So that's how that started, and then I bought another one the following year, and I sort of started to use more stickers, but nothing like what I do now. Then I decided that the planner itself was too expensive and not worth it for me for what I was using it for. So I think I went about 1.5 years of not having a planner at all after that, because I couldn't really get my head around how I was using it. Then I moved on to an hourly planner and figured that was the best way to kind of do it, because I could put down when I went to work. I was still marking going to work at that point, and I could mark, if we watched something in the evening, I could put it in the evening. That was kind of the logic behind me using an hourly planner, is because I could mark things very literally for when they were happening. So for 2 years I had an hourly planner, and then I purchased I'm pretty sure I purchased a vertical Erin Condren after that. Thoroughly enjoyed it, but the paper quality, now that I have a Harriet Wright Designs planner with amazing paper quality, I can now see that the paper quality back then wasn't great. The stickers, once they were on the page, you weren't getting them off without completely ruining the page. And as Lauren from Plan Most Plan says quite regularly, the amount of whiteout that you'd have to use was amazing when you think about the fact that we don't have to use it anymore. So yeah, I did that for about 6 months, and that was when I then made the decision to not support that company anymore. Thankfully, that kind of pushed forward a few sticker shops to create their own, and what they have been releasing have been amazing, and they are all amazing and fit for purpose, and the Harriet Wright Designs planner suits my needs perfectly, and now I go full decorative. Since I got a vertical planner, it's been much more memory based than pre-planning, and I love every second of it. I have a little A6 planner from Tilly Journals as well, which is what I use to mark everything that happens every day. I literally just write it down in a list, and then I sit down either at the end of the day or end of a few days, however it ends up happening, however busy I am, and then I go through and put it all in this one. So I just thoroughly love decorative planning. It brings me so much joy to sit down of an evening or on a weekend and to go through and add everything in. So it's not a cheap hobby. Anyone who is looking to dip their toe in the planning pool, it is definitely, well, the costs can rack up if you do weekly kits, monthly kits, dashboard spreads, all of that stuff. So just to be aware of that. But I love every second. It brings me so much joy, and it's such a wonderful community. I'm just so happy that I've landed here. Everyone's so kind and thoughtful and sweet, and always happy to help, and happy to give feedback and things like that. And the shop owners as well are sociable and lovely and happy to answer messages and things. I mean, it's just a wonderful place. So if you are getting into it, welcome. And I personally would highly recommend getting involved in Instagram. That's where all of the posts and all of the shops get tagged and everything, and that's where people are very sociable. So yeah, I'd recommend that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.